Hello, we are Kamigata Ukiyoe Museum in Namba, Osaka. This museum is dedicated to the permanent exhibition of Kamigata Ukiyoe, a unique style of ukiyo-e that flourished in Osaka, from the Edo period to the early Meiji era. At the Kamigata Ukiyoe Museum, you can experience the beauty and history of these rare ukiyo-e pieces up close. It's like stepping back in time, where we hope you can fully enjoy the culture of the Edo period. We also offer a hands-on ukiyo-e making experience. Create your own ukiyo-e, learning the traditional techniques that have been passed down through generations. Now, please enjoy the main video.
上方浮世絵館
Hello, everyone. Today, I want to introduce you to some wonderful places around the Kamigata Ukiyoe Museum. This museum is located in Dotonbori, Osaka, and it is the only museum in Japan dedicated to Kamigata Ukiyo-e. But the area around the museum is also filled with history and culture, making it an amazing place to explore. Let's take a look together. The first place you should visit is Hazenji Temple. This temple was built in the Edo period and was also called Senichi-ji because many people visited it for a spiritual practice, called the Thousand-Day Pilgrimage. Did you know the name of the nearby area, Senichime, comes from this temple? At Hazenji, you'll find a special statue called Mizukake Fudo. People pour water over the statue as they make wishes, and over time, the statue has become covered in moss. It has a magical, peaceful look. Also, you can see names of famous actors like Iyako Mizutani and Kichizaburo Arashi carved on stone pillars there. This shows how deeply the temple is connected to Osaka's entertainment history. Next, just a short walk from Hazenji, you'll find Hazenji Yokocho. This charming alley has a famous sign at its entrance. On the west side, the words Hazenji Yokocho were written by Fujiyama Kinbi, and on the east side, by the third-generation Katsura Haradanji. There's an interesting story about the west sign. One stroke is missing in the character for Zen, and when someone asked why, Fujiyama said, "Performers should always leave a little imperfection. It makes them more interesting." Isn't that a great example of Osaka's humor? Inside the alley, you can feel the history all around you. Long ago, it was home to rakugo, traditional Japanese comedy storytelling theaters like Kobaite and Kagetsute, where performers such as the first Katsura Haradanji and the first Katsura Bunchi entertained audiences. You can also find a stone monument with a haiku by Oda Sakunosake, the author of the famous novel Miyoto Zenzai married couple Zenzai. His haiku says, "As night falls, this is the place to ponder Zenzai." It's a connection to the past that makes the alley even more special. You can even visit the actual Miyoto Zenzai shop, which has been loved for many years. Another fascinating spot is the Chikyugo Onishi area, where the Takamotoza Ruins Monument stands. Takamotoza was a puppet theater established in 1684 by Takimoto Gidayu. Later, Chikamatsu Manzaemon joined as a playwright, making this place a hub for puppet theater. It's amazing to think that Dotonbori was once the center of puppet theater culture. Then, there's the Shochikuza Theater, often called Osaka's Arc de Triomphe. Built in 1923, this theater's beautiful design was inspired by the famous Arc de Triomphe in Paris. Shochikuza is the last remaining traditional theater in Dotonbori, and is still active today. Its grand appearance is a must-see if you're in the area. For those interested in historical literature, check out the Shokuman Nanboku Monument. Shokuman Nanboku was a playwright who worked closely with the first Nakamura Ganjiro. His writing captured the lively spirit of Osaka. A haiku on the monument says, one bridge can take the bustling past back to life. Inside the Kamigata Ukiyoe Museum, you can also see artwork featuring famous characters like Matsuo, Umeo, and Sakuramaru, along with witty haikus that connect sweets and ukiyo-e. A unique event tied to Dotonbori's history is the Dotonbori boat procession. Actors would ride boats along the Dotonbori River to greet audiences as part of their performances. This tradition, which began in the Edo period, was revived in 1979. Now, it takes place every July during the Shochikuza Kabuki performances. Watching the boats go by is like stepping back in time to the bustling days of old Dotonbori. Finally, there's Mitsutaraji Temple Cemetery, a quiet spot with a fascinating story. Here lie the graves of two people whose tragic love story inspired the kabuki play Sankatsu Hanji. The tale, based on real events from the late 1600s, became so popular that it was performed for generations. Visiting their graves feels like touching a piece of history. How was that? When you visit the Kamigata Ukiyoe Museum, be sure to explore these nearby spots. You'll not only learn about ukiyo-e, but also feel the rich history and vibrant culture of Dotonbori. It's a journey back in time that's both fun and educational. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in our next video.
How did
Ukiyoe
you enjoy today's video? I hope you had a great time watching it. We run a museum called the Kamigata Ukiyoe Museum. If you ever visit Osaka Namba, please stop by. If you have any feedback on the video or suggestions for future videos, please feel free to leave a comment below. We look forward to welcoming you to our museum.